It's so great to have the incredibly talented session vocalists, singers, songwriters, and also entertainers, the one and only, the McCrary Sisters. I've got Regina, Ann, and of course, Alfreda.
Yeah.
It seems like I just had the three of you in like a day ago.
Oh.
And then Regina's like, no, it's been a little while.
It's been a while. It has.
How did that sneak up on us?
I don't know.
It's called time.
Is that what it's called?
I think Freda's right. Well, we were joking too. The last time you ladies came in, it's like we had kids, we had grandkids,
Right.
we had a big group.
Yeah.
And also, your sister Deborah that had passed away back in 2022 was with us also.
Right.
Yes.
And but I got to bring this up on a positive note with the great new album. Out this July, Love is the Only Key.
Yes.
Deborah is on some of these tracks.
Yes, yes, she is.
Some of them.
How did this new album come together?
It was really hard at first trying to get everything together and get the songs and everything, the right songs. And it just clicked that love and coming together and all of that, it just clicked together. Every song has a love message.
Right.
You know?
I noticed that. I noticed the theme.
Yeah.
And I got to bring this up too, Frida, and certainly, with your lady's father, Pastor Samuel McCrary, it seemed like you're kind of continuing that on with this album and with this message of unity with these songs.
Yes, I mean, what are you going to do without love?
Yeah.
Love covers a multitude of sin. Love is the answer. You can look at somebody and just smile at them and hug them. And, we got to get out of criticizing and because we don't know their story.
Don't know their story.
So
We
true.
think, because, we'll look on the outside, but God looks at the heart. But we think we know, but we really don't. But we have a spirit of being judgmental, if I can say.
Yeah.
So it's time out for that and just try to, come together and love one another. That's the way God had planned.
Right.
So, yeah.
Well, and I'll tell you what a busy year too, Regina. Besides having a brand new album out, documentary is in the works, a new cookbook is in the works. You ladies are so busy. And I was telling the three of you this before we came in studio. I think every other artist that comes on our show goes, oh yeah, and we had the McCrary Sisters on too.
Yes.
And it's like a well-tuned guitar tone. I can pick out your voices in any song I hear it.
That's great.
And the three of you just keep sounding better.
Oh, thank you.
So how does this coming together now, but with the album out, and obviously doing some festivals still, all of the session work that you ladies do, a documentary also?
Yeah, it's time. It's time. There are so many people that have listened and heard and watched us sing, and there are so many things about our singing and our life that they are not aware of. They don't know. There's one of the songs that's going to be on our new record. It's called What He's Done for Me. And it's a song that Steve Crawford, Ann's son-in-law, and I wrote. And the song is basically talking about, you really don't know my story. You don't know what God has brought me through. You don't know where I've been and how I've gone through things. And unless you walk in my shoes, you can judge it, you can talk about it.
Right.
But now the documentary is about letting people know some of the roads that we've had to go through and the trials and tribulations and the laughter and the happiness and the family and the togetherness. And the song is basically about what God has done for me. I'm going to tell the whole world about it. And that is what this documentary is going to be about. It's going to be about you knowing the McCrary Sisters,
Right.
and then you knowing us personally.
Well, and also too, I got to bring this up, Ann, with the history of your parents. Like we were talking before we came in studio, I remember the first time we met and talking about how your mom would put on the big meals and with, everybody would come over and the full spread. And obviously with your father being a pastor, a lot of connections here in town, and people still talk about that. And certainly with the first cookbook that did so well, now with the McCrary Sisters Part 2, with the book that's going to come out. But it's like, to me, mixing the food and the message with the music and the documentary, it just all makes sense. I got to bring up also one of the popular things you ladies have continued to do for years, your Christmas special.
Yes.
And Frida, you had a little surprise guest this last year. Carrie Underwood just happens to drop in.
That was funny, and a treat and a blessing, everything. And when she came out, we was like, "That's not AI, y'all. It's the real Carrie Underwood."
Carrie Underwood.
Yeah.
But also, I've got to once again, I'm going to brag because you ladies won't. But you've been on songs with Carrie Underwood,
yeah.
just as the three of you have been on with Bob Dylan, Buddy Guy, Buddy Miller. I mean, the list goes on and on.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know,
yeah.
and so it, you know, once again, just like on this album, to call in guests and go, hey, do you want to come by our Christmas show?
Yeah, that's a blessing.
And you know, we give to 3 families, and we give to St. Jude. And giving, for me personally, giving to St. Jude is, I love it. I love to be able to give to St. Jude, because when I hear stories of families not having any money,
Yes, ma'am.
you go there, they don't ask, they don't give you a bill, they have a place for you to stay, and I just think that's wonderful. I think that's what this world is supposed to be like, helping each other.
It circles back to your album.
Yeah.
You know, with unity and with love being the common thread and
Yeah.
helping each other out. But I got to bring this up also, Regina. I know the tickets sell out early.
Yes.
And I think it's going to be the first week in December again. So the tickets are going to go on sale in October.
Yes, December the 5th is the day of the show.
Okay.
And the tickets will go on sale starting October, the 1st of October. And I just want y'all to get tickets, because we got another secret person coming to perform. And we can't tell you about it yet.
Call me, I
You know,
tell you.
I think in your spare time, the three of you ought to do like little cooking videos too. Because I mean, I could always use some ideas and different things, you know, because I'm kind of the cook around the house.
Oh, okay.
You know, I don't just make wine; I cook too.
All right.
So you got to keep people fed.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Well, maybe we can get Trisha Yearwood to get with us, and we go on and do a cooking show, and we take some of hers and she takes some of ours, and we just blend it and make a
See
great
what,
meal.
think that's
see
a
what
great idea.
happened.
I think that's
What
a
happened?
cultural
See
mix.
what happened.
You know, and just like having you ladies back on the Opry, I think it's time for that to happen again,
Oh, it
particularly
is.
with the new songs and
We'll be
album.
there
June
June
20th.
20th.
Wow, see,
Yeah.
it's like so many good things going on. Well, I want to make sure for our viewers, with the new album, with the upcoming documentary, obviously with the Christmas event, the great concert coming up in December this year, where do our viewers need to go for everything with the McCrary Sisters?
Why y'all looking at me?
Go on, Freddie.
Well, you know, you can go on our website, and then you can go Bands in Town. And then for the CD and all that, we're on every social
Social media.
media site for us, the CB Baby and Amazon and
iTunes, all that.
And also, I got to bring this
Spotify.
up. When you ladies are on tour and playing festivals and such, there will also be CDs and vinyl available there.
Yes, for the
And,
new
and
project.
a major announcement when the documentary comes out. I'm going to have to have you ladies back on the show for that.
That would be great.
I'm pretty excited. I want to see all this stuff with, you know, all the stars talking about the incredible McCrary sisters. And also, I hope, bringing out a lot of the pictures and photos, too, from your mom and dad
yeah.
and just all the family.
Yeah, because, you know, it's kind of like, we can't be who we are if it wasn't for them being who they are.
right.
And they were. And it's like, I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's country, gospel, rock and roll. Everybody is standing on the shoulders of somebody else
That's
who
true.
opened up the doors so that they could be seen and heard. And anybody who thinks they did it by themselves are delusional.
Right.
Everybody had to have somebody to open up the door and help them get
Yeah.
through.
Definitely.
So we are so thankful that we were born 4 boys, 4 girls in a family where I'm the 7th child, and when I came along, Frida's the 8th. So it's like when I came along, I heard singing, Jesus, smelled great food, saw fussing and arguing, making up, forgiveness, love, all of that. I saw all of it, and that is what makes a family come together. It's not just the, oh, I love you kind of stuff. It's girl, you don't got on my last nerve. Yeah. Everything brings us together as a family.
Well, and I'll tell you what, it comes through in the music that you create and also the food that you create. And I want to make sure, you know, be sure and add the entire album to your playlist. You know, if you like a CD or an album, those are available also. Love is the only key. The McCrary Sisters, great music, a documentary coming up. And of course, get your tickets early if you're here in Nashville or near Nashville. You want to come in just for their great Christmas special and a surprise guest that we can't even mention. But there are talks going on. I got to thank you, Regina and Elfrida, the McCrary Sisters. Check out the new music.